Hi YouTube, I hope you're doing good. I'm doing okay. I'm in the middle of doing laundry and I got dishes done and a bunch of stuff, and I'm baking some individual chicken pot pies for supper right now. I'll cool mine and just probably microwave it later, but anyway, so I've been just craving a pot pie, but I don't want to buy one because they just don't taste very good, too much salt in them and all that. But anyway, so I just got through making pie dough, and I even made my kitties a little pot pie so they can split it, so some people put onions in it. I don't. I wouldn't even if cats could have onions, but they can't, so. But I don't really like the flavor of onions and chicken together. Depends. Maybe in a chicken salad or something. So I just wanted to get on here and remind everybody for tomorrow that there's going to be a lot of shenanigans. They're trying to push a lot of fear porn, and whether or not they're going to implement grid shutdown or martial laws. I mean, they've tried race baiting, they've tried gender, like we're supposed to look down on the kids, and the kids supposed to get out of here with all their crap. It's just everything all at once. Now I don't know what type of thing they're going to implement on Monday. I do feel in my heart that it's connected with Project Bluebeam and these people that are going to be viewing it. I'm not going to say that you're going to be mind controlled, but I don't know. There's a lot of us that have seen eclipses, total eclipses before, and I don't believe like a lot of people are pushing. Is this the end of the world? It's like, get out of here with your crap. Why you even? Well, I guess some people are afraid of it, but the earth shall never perish is one thing. And if you're not sound in your spirituality, that you don't feel connected to God, then maybe you have fear. I don't know. But I just thought I'd get on here today and say, hey, don't be afraid of anything. And if anything goofy happens, you know that the Dark Cabal had something to do with it. It's not, like I say, it's always something. Always something. It doesn't matter if it's their wars or their borders or what they're doing. It's always going to be something to keep people in turmoil. If you're weakened by any kind of upsets and fears, you are not functioning at 100%. And that's the name of their game, Look how upset teenagers get. Do you remember how teenage life was for you? It's really no different for them right now. They're looking at the world and wondering what they can do in a place like this to function as a whole human being, and they've been taught so wrong in my observations from most people, because even the parents didn't know any better what was going on with all that. So yeah. So those are my thoughts on the eclipse, and I don't think anybody has anything to be afraid about. Now, there are frequencies and wavelengths and radiation and different toxins in this world that are real that we have to be aware of. Being aware is one of the first things to keeping strong and keeping any weapon that could be potentially harmful to you, keeping you safe from that. Is just being aware of what they're trying to do. Examine everything. Examine every word that they put out there. Now I'll tell you something that was really, it kind of tripped me out last night. Now, I don't know for sure where my youngest son is. I think he is in prison from driving and drinking without a license and that type of thing continuously for like almost 20 years, I'd say, close to now, you know. So I really don't know. But one time him and his girlfriend called. They didn't have anywhere to go. And we went and got him at the bus station. I mean, and it's not a little trip to go down to the cities, in the cities, to the bus station where, because we live out in the country. So when you have to drive an hour and a half and worry about where you're going to be because it's not the nicest area. So we went and got them. And they stayed here rent-free till I couldn't stand any more of the type of things they were doing in my home, and couldn't even do their own laundry. I was doing their laundry with a broken arm. So I finally did tell them if they didn't get God in their heart, they could get out of my life. Just stay away from me. And it was about a year ago, my son asked me if he could come and stay here, my youngest. And I told him no. I mean, this is like, we've even left the house to my sons when they were young adults and let them just live here for about a month and a half because we couldn't stand to be around them, but we didn't want them to be homeless. And that's only one time. So anyway, back to the story. This woman gets a hold of me last night. Her and my son aren't together and haven't been, as far as I know, for over 4 or 5 years, maybe longer. So she gets a hold of me, and I mean, keep in mind, it wasn't just the free rent or the food, or I mean, I supplied cigarettes and anything I had, they had. And I'm talking about, I gave them jewelry, I gave them all the cash I had, cigarettes, whatever it was, they did not go without, and they did not leave here without some of my jewelry to go and pawn so they could take care of themselves. So, I mean, I'm not just cold-hearted, but this is what I got last night. Instead of would you, I got send me your number from this woman. And I wrote back to her, it's like, I just sat down. You can, I don't use my phone. And I really don't. Anybody that knows me well knows I don't even answer my phone. Doug will screen my calls. If I'm expecting a call, I'll bring it in here by me. We have a landline off our satellite. I don't have my phone right on me, and I wasn't going to get up to do that anyway. It's like, if she had said, would you? I absolutely would have. But there is a difference in being rude and getting something from somebody. Or maybe it was a message from my son or about my son, and then she's just playing little girl games either way. So I just told her, no, you can write, because she had messaged me. So, and I haven't heard anything, and it's like, yeah, maybe he died. You know, because he was doing like, what do they call them, like speedballs, like in heroin or something. I can't remember what they call it, speedball or something like that. I can't, and I used to be a drug counselor. I don't remember what they call that shit, but they'd go up, go down, then he'd be drinking, smoke a pot, everything else. I mean, I don't know. And I don't blame her if she isn't too close to him. He did smack her so hard in the eye. I've had that too, but this almost busted her eye out of her socket. I've had that. I had a black eye. I've had many from different people. Broken ribs, broken cheek, my jaw got broke, my teeth got knocked out. A couple of them got cracked, and then I had to have them removed. Otherwise, my teeth would have been pretty nice. But So I don't know how close she is to him. I just thought it was really rude. And it doesn't have anything to do with anybody's generation or anything, because I love people, you know. As a matter of fact, speak of the devil, that phone's ringing right now. So, no. And that's another thing. All you got to do is look my name up or Doug's name up online, and our telephone number is like plastered all over the internet. It's only been out there for almost 30 years. We had another one like 35 years ago, but for the last 3 decades, it's been the same phone number. It's pretty simple. It's just like I always tell people, even when I challenge them to a sparring match. Peace and love from Pine City, Minnesota, USA. My address is super simple to find. Super simple. We're off a freeway 5 miles, and go west and go south. It's super, super easy to find for the average person. I know I've seen men get lost trying to come here. One time there was a woman a long time ago was coming from, it was called Farmington, Minnesota, way south. And this little girl drove all the way up here by herself. I mean, she said, I'll be there in about, hour and 45 minutes. She sure was. She grabbed her kitty and went home. Where I'd seen men that only lived like 50 miles away or whatever. This was like 130 miles for this girl. And these bozos get lost out there. And this was like, she didn't use her what do you call that crap when you can't read a map, you know. No, it's nice to have, you know what I'm saying, Google Maps or whatever. Yeah, we're on that too. Matter of fact, I put in our place from the air. You can go and look on the satellite right on our property. And the coolest thing is just like about 50 feet from me over would be on the north side of the property. There's a big boulders of granite that stick out of the ground. And on this boulder, this granite, it looks like on the earth is a little girl kneeling and praying. And she's also pointing towards the north. She's kneeling on her knees, and in the ground on the earth is. And if you look at a lot of maps and Google Maps, you will see God's artwork in the world, you know. So, well, that's about it for today. I have to go check my pot pies, and I hope you all have a beautiful week ahead. I love you. Thank you for joining me. Peace. Don't forget, don't worry about anything these clowns are doing unless they directly assault you, but do keep aware of what they're doing. So, love y'all. Talk to you soon.